Owners of a Sioux City mobile home community have asked that some of their land be rezoned. Regency of Sioux City has petitioned the Planning and Zoning Commission to rezone a part of the area so it can be converted into an RV lot offering short-term rentals. Right now, the area in question is zoned as neighborhood conservation, which prevents new development. Owners of the land want the area zoned as urban residential. City planners have recommended the commission approve the rezoning.